we've been working from home for the past 2 years. We've binge watched a lot of Netflix series.
I guess you've also seen the most popular ones since we're in this situation together. So here are 20 hidden gems that you might have missed. And we're not going to present these in any specific order, but as we go we will rank them on a scale from 0 to 5, 0 being the worst and 5 being
The best.
they're very good, you can't find a better series.
Make sure to stay tuned till the end to find out which ones are our favorites.
Let's get right into it.
Close enough.
This is an animated sitcom about a married couple in their 30s. And they have like a small child who's
5
like
years old.
5.
She's like Agnes from Minions,
Oh, yeah.
basically.
The series is about like their daily struggles, trying to stay relevant while being in their 30s.
Yeah, just live in the 20s life, but they're getting older.
And it's also mixed with some sci-fi, like time travel.
Yeah, it's really relaxing and fun to watch.
Yeah.
And you can see what their daily life struggles are.
And I think we like this one because we can kind of relate. We're closing into our 30s. So what's your score?
I think I'll give it a 4.4.
I'll give it 4.5. Santa Clarita Diets.
It's like a comedy but horror
Horror, yeah.
kind of series.
Married couple that works as real estate agents.
The main female character, Sheila, she accidentally become a zombie. The zombie is not like a regular zombie. It's a zombie still have conscious, can still walk normally,
Yeah.
work normally, and then they just need to find a way that doesn't let her die.
By feeding her human meat
Yeah,
in secret.
yeah,
Because that's illegal.
yeah. So I think I'll rank this series as 4.2.
It's a little gross, so you might not want to watch it while you're eating.
Yeah,
But I'll give it a solid 4. Close enough is a little better, because the child is cute.
Tuka and Bertie.
This one is also animated, and in this series everyone is like an animal. There are also some plants, but they live and behave like humans in a city for birds.
Yeah, but there's no actual humans. And then this story is about 2 female birds. They are in their 30s.
Yeah.
And it's a story of their growth.
And one of them is single, one is not, so it's like trying to stay connected as friends.
Some parts
Talks about?
sexual harassment or society pressure, and also a lot of self-confidence.
Yeah.
I think I'll give this series a 3.7.
I'll give it a 4. Nice solid 4. I know that's like my go-to, but that means just it's good. You should watch it. Lock and Key. It's a family with like 3 kids, and they move into a house that's been in the family for quite some time, and they move into this house after the father gets murdered. While living in this house,
They discovered the secrets of the house.
it's all connected to the murder of the father, and there's also like magic. It's a very unique concept.
Yes.
With all the keys.
Yes. It's like collecting Pokemon.
I will give this a perfect 5 if it wasn't for... It feels like it's for a little younger audience, so I'll give it 4.9.
Yeah, I think the series focus on a lot of teenagers' feelings
Yeah.
and how they will react and do things, and that annoys me so much. So I
Because
think,
they're stupid.
yeah, I will give them a 4. Russian Doll.
This one is about a woman, I would say she's in her late 30s maybe. She's at her own birthday party, and then when she's leaving, she dies. But then she's alive again, and she's at the party again, and it's a time loop.
It's like that classic movie.
Groundhog Day.
Yes.
But Bill Murray isn't in it.
It's the girl from Orange is the New Black. This series also talks about society pressure, like homeless people or people that just don't know how to define them in the society, like that kind of people.
But it's very interesting. I like time travel, time loops, so I'm gonna give it 4.5.
It's really interesting, and the acting skill is on point. I really like the actress, so I'll give this a 4.9.
Oh, Afterlife.
Afterlife, it's a depressed guy.
Ricky Gervais,
who lost his wife from cancer. He's a local news reporter. Things that happened around him, it's just so bizarre.
The main story is that he doesn't care at all about anyone else and not even about himself. It's his journey to become more human again after his wife passed away.
It's a self-growth in your middle age.
Yeah.
He's so awesome. So I'll give this series a perfect 5.
Yeah, I agree. I'd
Sure.
give it a 5. This is like one of the best series you can watch. Not just one of the most underrated, but like you should watch it.
Yeah, you
I don't know
will
why.
like laugh and cry with it.
Yeah.
It's so much emotion.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
much
why
emotion.
people don't recommend this one.
Yes.
It's really good.
Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency.
It's that Hobbit dude. What's his name? It's Elijah Wood. He pairs up with some British detective who has some kind of holistic powers.
Yes.
So they solve mysteries using some kind of intuition. So it's like, oh, this thing might be useful later, but you have no idea how that's gonna come into play. And then later it's like, oh, I did not see that coming.
Yes.
There's a lot of plot twists, also some time travel maybe?
I'd say interesting electronic design. But I think if you watch the entire series, you will feel like even though they have a lot of plot twists, you don't really see much logic in the series. So I will rank this series a 3.5.
Yeah, I will also deduct some points for, I think season 2, it started being like, meh, but it was still funny, but I'm also giving it a 3.5. Still watch it though, it's not bad. The Haunting of Hill House.
It's also like a family.
It's a bigger family.
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
Locke and
Now
Key.
they have five kids and they move into this mansion and strange things started to happen.
Mhm.
But it's not like scary.
It is a bit scary.
But it's not the nightmare will haunt you that kind of scary.
No. An important thing also is that it takes place in 2 different times. So it's both showing the story of when they were kids and also when the kids are grown up.
Yes.
And they are still somehow connected to the house and all the things that have happened in the past.
Has affected the way they are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some creepy ending that you'll just have to watch the entire series to
Yeah,
know.
like till
The last
one
episode.
episode and you're like,
Yeah, you think you know everything and then the last episode is like, what?
yeah. So how would you rank?
Yeah, I'm giving it 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Wow. I rank it 3.7
Why?
because it's kind of slow. I really like fast.
Yeah.
Final Space. It's another animated series.
Of course. We only watch animated series and series about couples in their 30s.
This series is about a astronaut Gary.
He's basically trying to save the universe
Yeah.
from Final Space.
Yeah. Space. I think the plot itself it's a little bit childish. Right?
Maybe, yeah. But I think it has some like adult humor. I mean, it's not made for kids, I don't think.
Definitely. Yeah. No.
His sidekick, Mooncake, nice green
Yeah.
blob.
And it's fun to watch.
I would rate this 4.5. I mean, it's almost 5, but it might be a little too predictable sometimes, but there might be also some time travel and stuff, so I like that.
What I really like about Final Space is the first season. The beginning of the story, it's the end of what's gonna happen. So I give it a 4.
Maniac. Basically, these 2 main characters,
Played by Emma Stone and Jonah Hill.
they go to like a drug trial
Yes.
where you get paid money to try out new untested drugs. But they were told there would be no side effects.
Yeah.
But then the series show like a bunch of different lives they're living while being on this drug.
Yeah, and then they too, even though they're strangers in the series,
Somehow they always connect.
I think the acting skills were on point. Even though they have a lot of different timelines
Yeah,
or
so you
different
have to
storylines.
play a bunch of different
Yeah,
characters.
but you don't mix the characters.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I'll also give it a solid 4. It's not bad.
BoJack Horseman.
This is like one of my favorite series.
Also animated, of course. but it talks a lot about like depression, self-harm, alcoholic, teenager problems.
But they make it interesting. So it's the same creator as Tuca and Bertie. Everyone in this universe are also animals, but there are some humans.
Yeah, but the story is about a
former Hollywood actor
still living his past.
Yeah, he's basically stuck in his past.
Yeah, and even though they talk about a lot of serious situations that we face nowadays, the series, they use a humoristic way, so you don't feel heavy when you watch the series.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give this a 5. This is really good series, you should watch it.
It's a solid 5. It's so detailed, and the stories, it's full, it's so rich.
Yeah. Friends from college.
A group of friends that they reunite in their 40s, but they try to stay when they were in college.
Because they're friends from college.
Yes.
If you didn't know.
You will see that it's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
Once you've gone through that level, you just have to grow up.
And it also features some good actors like Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother, and Keegan Michael Key. It's funny. I mean, it's nice and relaxing. It's funny. It shows how some people just can't change even when they're growing up. So I'll give it a 3. Like, it's good, but
yeah. I think it's because some parts that really annoys you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the plot. I think it's really smooth. Like, there's no something happen and then you feel like, that's so weird. It doesn't go. So I think I'll give it a 4.1.
Nice.
Love, Death, and Robots.
This also is one of like the best series ever, in my opinion.
Is it animated?
It's animated. It's not really a coherent series. It's individual animated episodes, all by different creators. All of them have different animation style. Some are 2D, some are 3D.
Yeah, some can be really realistic.
And some are just really colorful and super interesting. It's science fiction, most of them, but there are also like some horror, comedy.
And since we like animated series,
We do like animated.
each one has really good story. You don't know what's coming next.
Yeah. I'll give it a 5.
I'll give it a 4.8.
I'll allow it. The Good Place.
In the series, we follow the main character Kristen Bell into her character's afterlife.
In this afterlife she gets to, the world is designed specifically for her and all the other people living there. They all get their own house that is like custom made to suit their style.
You also get a custom soulmate.
Yeah, so someone that has been matched up with you and they know you're a perfect match and you will stay forever together
Happily.
in the afterlife.
But then she soon realized she might not belong there.
So she thinks that there has been some kind of mix-up, but she's trying to hide it, and she gets into all these crazy situations. And then there's a huge plot twist that we're not gonna spoil, so just go watch it.
Yeah, I really enjoy the detail of the show, which, for example, their ice cream, they have the flavor you never think of that would exist.
The ice cream flavor is actually a feeling, so when you eat ice cream, you will feel that too.
Yeah. And then you can try to fly. It's just to do the things that you cannot experience on Earth. I think it dropped a lot of points for me because of season 2.
Yeah, I mean, after a while it gets a little predictable, but it's still like funny, and we watched the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 4.
I think I'll give it a 3.7.
Ah, okay.
Ratchet.
Ratchet is the name of a nurse, and this series takes place in the 1940s in like mental institution. It is somewhat based on reality, how it was in the past. Like, they have all these crazy methods of trying to cure people that have some kind of mental illness, and many of them don't actually have a mental illness. They're just like gay or something else, and they think that they're mentally ill.
Yeah, some of the tool you can find it in the museum video.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
link it here. That's pretty cool. So they use like steam treatment, lobotomic, just some inhuman treatments that actually happened back in the days. The series is like a little bit scary. The main storyline is also surrounded by a murder that has some relation with Ratchet. It's really interesting to watch. It's fast-paced, I will say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the color scheme is perfect.
Mm.
They change the color so you can feel the atmosphere of the series is changing. Something's happening, something is turning, and they always make it so weirdly clean that you feel a little bit uncomfortable to watch. So I think the series is on point. I'll give it a 4.4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.5. Please like me.
It's an Australian guy in his 20s. He realized he's gay. And the storyline is really like a daily life, just a way to know how Australian people live their life. I think they talk about sexual orientation, obviously, and mental illness.
I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, so I will just copy your scores, not to change the average in the end.
What I really like about this series is they have different intro. The beginning changes, so you don't feel bored. I really like this series.
Yeah, what's your score?
It has to be a 4.6. So you copy me?
I copy.
Okay.
Please.
Firefly Lane.
Yeah, this one I didn't watch that much either. Watched a couple of episodes, but it's like about 2 women, and it takes place when they're younger, but also when they're older.
Yeah.
Really...
The timeline is completely mixed in the entire series, but the same actors. So you will see that they use a lot of After Effects on their faces
to make them younger.
Yeah, to make them younger. So that's when I feel that's a little bit weird. But the story is really good. It's 2 girls, and one of them always seems to outdo another one. One is lack of confidence, one is like she seems like she has it all, but does she really? Like that kind of plot.
So what's your rating?
I will give this 3.8.
Yeah, and I will just copy that not to skew any average. Sick Notes.
It's with the Harry Potter dude without glasses.
Yeah, the Rupert, whatever his name is. Yeah, so in this series, he's misdiagnosed with cancer. His doctor tells him, you have cancer, and he is pretty sad about it. But then people like feel bad for him and give him special treatment. So when the doctor gets back to him and say, oh no, sorry, it was a mistake, you don't have cancer, he's like, well, but don't I though?
Yeah.
So he just pretends that he has cancer, and he gets the doctor involved in the lie, and the lies just continue and get worse, and people might die.
It will just get worse and worse.
Yes.
Yeah, and Lindsay Lohan was in there.
Oh yeah.
Well, what score would you give it?
It's funny, it's out of control, got a lot of plot twists. I'll give it a 4.5. It's like almost all the way up there.
I would give it a 3.5 because he doesn't face the truth. He's just running away from everything.
Yeah.
Living with yourself.
Oh yeah, this is the one with Ant-Man, Paul Rudd. I mean, anything with him in it, I will give it a 5. So I'll just give it a 5 right now.
It's just like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. It's about this guy, played by Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, having this midlife crisis. So he gets recommended to go to a spa. Maybe that will solve his problems. And the spa was very expensive.
Oh yeah. They were supposed to do something else with the money, but instead he used to do it in a spa.
Because this colleague of his recommended it to him, and he's like, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is that he gets cloned, because it's a cloning facility, it's not a spa, although they advertise it as a spa.
Yeah.
Then he has a clone and himself, and both of them think that they deserve his life, but there's only one life that they can live, and he has a wife, so yeah, there will inevitably be some kind of problem.
Yes.
And it's just spirals out of control like every other series that we watch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You've seen my score already. What's your score?
I'll give it a 4.3. It's still good.
Okay. Anything above 2.5 is good. Did we rank anything below 2.5?
Don't think so.
No, because then it wouldn't be on this list. I think we have the final results. They're in.
Yeah.
Someone has calculated it, and here they are. As you can see, at the top of the list, we have Afterlife and BoJack Horseman.
Highly recommend.
Those, like, we just gave them perfect 5. They're really good, and they're both very depressing.
Oh
so
yeah.
maybe that says something about us.
No.
And at the bottom of the list, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's not bad, still. The worst rating we give, it's still good. You should still watch it. So yeah, there's your list. What do you think? Do you have any other suggestions? And also here's a list of the ones that we think are good, but we didn't recommend because everyone else does it.
Yes.
But yeah, anyone. Yeah, feel free to give your own recommendations or ranking down in the comments below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe we'll do another version that's only Japanese, Korean, Chinese, that kind of series. I
Or
don't know.
overrated series that you
Yes.
shouldn't watch.
Oh, totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Bye.